Hi everyone, today we're gonna work on one assignment, which is we're gonna create auto-scaling group and application load balancer in AWS. So I'm using Cloud Guru, and this is our lab assignment. So it says that imagine a scenario where we are a cloud network engineer and our company sells a lot of products and we have 50% discounts for all our products. And it means that it's gonna drive a lot of traffic and revenue. So we have to ensure that our website is not down when we have lots of traffic. That's why we're gonna create application load balancer and we're gonna create auto scaling group. I can show you the lab diagram here. So clients are gonna come through internet gateway to our application load balancer, and load balancer are gonna just pass the users to our EC2 instances. But we have this auto scaling group, which means that if we have more traffic, then AWS automatically will create more EC2 instances. But of course, we're gonna configure it. So let's start. First of all, we have to ensure that we are US East 1 region. This is my lab environment, and I am in US East 1. Create application load balancer. We're gonna create this balancer. So we can type EC2. And from here, we're gonna search for load balancer. Is it somewhere here? Yes. Then let's create our load balancer. We're gonna choose application load balancer. The name will be whole load. So this is internet facing. It uses IPv4. We're gonna select default VPC, and we're gonna select all the availability zones. We have 2, A and B. Then we have security group. We have to create a new security group actually. We need to have a network rule that everyone can connect to our load balancer using HTTP. So this means that from everywhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click this link, create security group. Let's check the name. This is the name of our security group. Let's do the same for the description. We're gonna select the default VPC. So we should have HTTP and from anywhere. Also, I'm gonna use IP6, but actually this one doesn't matter. But anyway, I just did that. So let's create the security group. It's created, and let's refresh it. We have to select this new security group. And then we have a target group. So right now we don't have anything. We have to create first. Let's see if we have any name. Yes, this was the security group, and this was the application load balancer target group. So we should have instances, target group name, ELB target group. Then we are using port 80, which is HTTP, and IPv4. This is correct. We are using default VPC. Everything is okay. Here we're gonna decrease this number to 2. So basically this is the health checking threshold. This is 2, this is 2, that's fine. And status code when it was successful if we get 200. I think that's fine. Let's create next, and we can create our target group. So right now we don't have any instances that's registered for this target group, but we're gonna do it later. Since we have created the target group, we're gonna select it. Let's select. That's fine. It seems that everything is okay. Let's create load balancer. It's gonna take some time. So right now it's in provisioning state. Let's wait a little bit. So it is created. For me, it took around 2 to 3 minutes. It can take 5 to 10 minutes for you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this DNS name. Let's open new tab. Let's paste it here. So we are getting 503 error because we don't have any instances that is attached to this application load balancer. But it works. So the next step is to create launch template for our EC2 instances. The first thing is we're going to create this key pair. So in this network and security, we have key pairs. We're going to use this key pair to connect to our instances. So I'm going to use, let's copy the name. Okay, application load balancer key pair, create key pair. And the next step is to create security group for our EC2 instances. So let's copy the security group name. So it says as an inbound rule, we're gonna have two rules. First, we have to be able to SSH from everywhere. We're gonna create this rule, and then we're gonna have HTTP rule from our application load balancer. So here we're gonna select security networks, security groups. We're gonna create new security group. Let's give it a name. Select the default VPC. We're gonna add inbound rule. So first we have SSH from everywhere. Then we have HTTP, and this will be from our security group of application load balancer, because we want our application load balancer should have access to our EC2 instances on port 80. So we're gonna select application load balancer security group that we have created before. And that's it. Let's create security group. So the next step is create EC2 instance launch template. Let's select the launch template name. So we're gonna select this launch template section, create launch template, give it a name. We're gonna select our AMI, so I'm gonna say it will be Amazon Linux. Basically, I'm gonna select Amazon Linux 2023. What it says? Okay, it says we should select Amazon Linux 2, but 3 is better. Let's select just this 2023. And after that, it says we should have T1 micro. I think we can select T3 micro. That's okay for us. And then do not include line template. Okay, so we have selected our AMI, and I'm gonna select instance type. Let's select T3 micro. I'm not like exactly following this guide, but I'm gonna show you the bigger picture actually. So we have to select this key pair that we have created. We're gonna use this key pair to log in to SSH to our instances. Network settings, we're gonna keep it as it is, but we have to select the security group. We have created our EC2 web security group. I'm gonna select this one. Then we're gonna keep storage as default. What's in advanced detail? Maybe, yes, here we're gonna paste the user data, because this is like simple bash script. Let's say it will install HTTPD Apache service, then it will install this command, then it's gonna get this HTML file and this JPG file. Then it's gonna start the Apache HTTPD service. Let's copy this one. It's very simple, and let's paste it here. And that's it. Let's create our launch template. Let's create it. The next step is we're gonna create auto scaling group. It says that we have to ensure that this application load balancer is created. We have already done it. Okay, let's create auto scaling group. So here we have auto scaling. Auto scaling group. We're gonna create new scaling group. We're gonna give the name. Let's paste the name here, and we have already created this launch template. We're gonna choose this one, then select next. Then from the network, we're gonna select default VPC, and we're gonna select two availability zones. Basically, two are subnets. Let's click next. We have already load balancer. We have already created it, so I'm gonna select the second one. And from here, we're gonna select application load balancer target group. Let's keep it as it is. Health check, we can keep it as it is actually, and we have to also enable this group metrics. We can use CloudWatch to visualize our instances like CPU utilizations, memory utilizations, and etc. Anyway, let's click next. So let's see what the guide says. So we're gonna have desired capacity 2, minimum capacity 2. Basically, this is the capacity of EC2 instances, and the maximum is 6. So let's select it 2. Minimum, we're gonna have 2 instances, and the maximum we're gonna have 6. We're gonna select target tracking scaling policy, and we're gonna select this metric type as average CPU utilization. Basically, we're gonna say, let's see the number. Okay, it says 30. So if the CPU utilization is more than 30, then it means that this auto scaling group is gonna create, like it's gonna launch one more instance too. So let's keep it as 300, and I think that's it. Click next. Next. I believe everything is fine. Let's create this auto scaling group.